Hi guys, welcome to another Elementor video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got a fun one for you today. We're looking at the Elementor Image module here. I've got an image of that young lady there. When I hover over, it's going to change into this other image of this robot type thing. You can click on it, you can pop it out into a lightbox, or you can link it to anywhere you want. Really easy to do, no coding involved in this today. So let's get started. I've got this page open with my Elementor. If you haven't, hit the Edit with Elementor button. This is another in our series of Elementor for Beginners playlist, and you can find the link to that playlist down below this video. Okay, well let's start from scratch. Let's find us an image. I'm going to go over to the matrix here. Here's the image widget. I'm going to left click, drag it to where I want to put it, and release it. Now we need to select an image. And we're going to select the image that we want to pop out into a lightbox or see second. This is the image we want to see when we hover that we're doing here. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to select it. And there it is. It popped it in there for us. Little note here says this image doesn't contain an alt text. All images should contain an alt text. So if we click back on this image here, there's a little box up here that says alt text. Alt text should really be a description of the image itself. A lot of people use it for stuffing keywords in there as well and things like that. I'm not sure if Google likes that anymore, but that's what people do. So we've got our image in there. You'll see that little notification has disappeared up here. If you want to add a caption, you can add a caption. And you put your caption in over here. I don't particularly want to do that for this one today. Now here's the link. You can either decide to link it to any custom URL where if they click on it, they'll go to any page or wherever it is you want where you put the link in there. If you put that in, there's the link right there. Always best practice if you're linking to your own site, keep it in the same window. If you're linking off-site to a different website, open it in a new tab. That way your sites are going to stay open. For me today, I want it to open in a lightbox. So I'm going to click on Media File. For anybody that doesn't know what a lightbox is, I click on it now. That's a lightbox. It's going to pop out into a larger version of the image itself. Great. So let's go back in here. I'm happy with that. If you don't want it to pop into a lightbox, just select no up there. So we've got everything in place, but remember this is the image I want to see when I hover over it. So we want to put another image in there initially. To do that, we're going to put it in the actual column. So if we go up to the little gray icon on the left hand side there, edit column. We'll go over to Style. Here we've got Background, little paintbrush, and we can choose an image down here. And let's choose the image we want to swap it to perhaps, or rather I should say this is the image that we're going to see first. Give it an alt text. Pop it in there. And you may notice around here we've got a little border that's that image right there. It's spilling out of our regular one. That's okay. That's really easy to fix. What we'll do, we'll go over to advanced here. If I put padding 0 in here, make sure the change checked, it'll disappear. But our whole image has got bigger. It's because we've got no gap on our column there. So if I go up to margin, let's put 10 pixels in there. It shrank down to the same size. Fantastic. Now, of course, we can't see that other picture, and that's the one we want to see first. So let's click back on our image here. Like I say, there's no coding involved in this today at all. If we now go over to Style, you've got a little opacity slider right here. Now, opacity is actually see-throughness. So if I drag this up, full opacity is fully visible. If I drag it down, 0 opacity is invisible. We've still got a little artifact there because it's actually on 0.1. Just select it, I'll put a 0 in there. We've actually got that other image. I can see a little problem with that image, but we'll adjust that in a minute. We want this to be covering so it's the whole image itself. Okay, so initially we don't want to see that other image at all, so I'm going to leave it on 0 right there. When we hover over it, I'm going to put a 1 in there. That's fully visible. So now if we hover over it, it's popped back in there. I want it a bit more graceful than that. It's coming in really quickly. So I want to slow it down for a bit of grace. just down below here, make sure you're on the hover state. So if I go to normal, we've got a transition duration here when we're on the hover. If I flip it to normal, it's not there. So make sure you're on the hover state, little tab there. Transition duration, it's in seconds, so you can put 0.5 for half a second. I'm actually going to up mine. That's sort of fading in. I'm going to up mine to a second. In fact, you can really slow it down and almost get a morph effect. If I was to put 3 seconds in there, just a 3, slowly sort of fades in, and you can go crazy and put a lot in there. But I think 1 second will do for me on this, obviously adjust to taste. So this is pretty much all working now, except our background image there is not displaying the way I want it to. So if we go back into the column, little grey tab, we go there again. Back to the style and the image, we can set both its position, the attachment, whether you want it to scroll or be fixed there. I don't want any of that today. All I want to do is change the display size here to cover. And we've got the whole image in there. Now that should work fine now. We've got our hover effect in place. It's taking a second. We can see both images nicely. And when I click on this one, it's going to pop out into the Lightbox. That crazy number down there is actually the name of the image itself. So if you don't like that, you can go back in there, change it to something pertinent. Now when we pop it out, and it'll change to whatever you put in there. That's great. Let's close this down, make sure this is all going to work on the other end. I'm going to go down here, hit the little chevron. I'm going to save draft, or you can publish if you're ready. Let's hit the little eyeball to check it out. Here we are on the front end. Here's the first one we did. Click on it. It's going to open in a Lightbox. Same with our next one. We got it 1 second of fading right there. And another second to fade out. Of course, we click on it. It's going to pop out into the Lightbox with a little title underneath there. And don't forget, you can link these rather than have them pop out into a Lightbox if you want to take them to one of your pages or off-site. Really nice little effect. Now these hover effects, people are mousing around your site like this, it's going to get their eye really quickly. So it's a great way of getting people's eyeballs on something having these hover effects. Of course, they do work better on desktop than they do on tablet and mobile. Of course, they will work, but people will actually have to tap on them. In another video, I'll show you how you can add an icon to this just on tablet and mobile. So they got a little hand icon maybe that will tell them that you can tap on it. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them down below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you or make a little demo video like this one. And if you want to check out Elementor, you can do from my little link down below this video. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignertechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.